While I have Fortnite updating in the background, I figured this would be a good time to take a look at the Homebase status report. I have not read this yet, and I know I'm several hours late on it still. Starts off by telling us about the Mild Meadows Venture Season and how it's coming to an end on April 5, 2023 at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Also says to make sure you complete all your Mild Meadows quests, including the Blockbuster Questline, before the season ends. After the Mild Meadows season ends during v24.10, the same update will kick off the Scurvy Shoals Venture season, the pirate like tropical zones and Twine Peaks. I don't think that's new to most people who actively play Ventures. We'll provide more details on the Scurvy Shoals Venture season on April 5 at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. It's probably going to be within another status report or just within in-game news. But like I said, if for have players who have already experienced Ventures like several seasons in a row will probably already be familiar with all this. It's not like crazy new. This is also currently the last chance to complete the Blockbuster questline, and it says, with Homebase shaken to its core by meteorites, Loki, hold on. With Homebase shaken to its core by meteorites, Loki is in charge. Regardless, no, it's supposed to say, with Homebase still shaken to its core by meteorites, Locke is in charge while Ray investigates. Help Loki. God damn it, Epic, you did it twice. Look at this. It's in here twice. That's not right. Help Locke lead the crew in the Blockbuster questline. Blockbuster's questline's rewards are two heroes, which are the mythic Carbide Soldier, who has the lefty and righty like lasers that like ricochet off walls. It's super fun to box in mini bosses and well, maybe not mini boss. I don't think it would work that well. It's really fun to box in enemies and just have the lasers flying all around a one by one box, and you get some energy damage or base energy damage from. Wait, no, it's affliction dealing base energy damage with lefty and righty. You also get the Mythic Ninja Cloak Star, whose standard perk Fan of Stars makes you able to throw all three of your throwing stars in an arc, and adds an additional throwing star. This is a perk that I don't think I use very often, and I think it's just because it's kind of the ideal way I don't want to use throwing stars when I use them. But basically, instead of throwing your stars like kind of at a slower pace separately in one straight line, you throw them like all together in kind of like uh, I guess like in an arc as it says. And basically, when you do it like this, you can actually hit multiple enemies in a crowd with it, I believe. The Blockbuster questline is available until the end of the Mild Meadow Venture season, April 5 at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So, of course, if you don't already have a Carbide and Cloaked Star, it is worth getting them. Take care of business in the Cram Session. Have goals you're trying to reach? The Cram Session Mini Event is still going. Level up and evolve your favorite items more quickly during the Cram Session. And with these bullet points, for the duration of the event, mini boss mission alerts will drop additional XP, evolution material, reperk, or perk up rewards. Nice. Adding four series of quests or adding four series of quests, each of which has 10 stages that grant increasingly better one-time rewards upon completion. These are like XPs, evolution materials, perk ups, and gold. Pretty good if you're I like Cram Session if you're running low on things. I also just really like this image. The Cram Session ends at the same time the Mild Meadows Venture season ends, April 5 at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. As for the event and weekly store, March 29 at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we have Highland Warrior Wildcats, who is frag grenade decreases frag grenade energy cost. So basically, your total energy cost and or energy use from frag grenades is lowered when using Highland Warrior Wildcats. So it's lowered by 33% in standard, like in your support team, or 83% as commander. It's great for like spam with frag grenades, but I don't think frag grenades use that much energy anyways. Regardless, we got bug fixes, which is the most interesting part. Fix an issue that prevented some windows from being closed. Fix an issue that caused players to experience hitching when joining a player that was already inside a zone. Fix an issue where trap vulnerable mini bosses were not taking damage from traps. Good one, Epic. Good one. Continue to make improvements on the issue involving the third rail weapon firing blank shots. One of these days I think they'll have it fixed. Maybe not this time, but maybe in a year from now they might have it. Fix an issue for deliver the bomb missions that prevented the track's crafting schematic from appearing in the trap inventory. I've actually had this happen when playing with one of my friends. So I was able to craft traps or the tracks, but he wasn't. So he only got like the tracks that were included immediately. Wasn't an issue considering I was still able to craft tracks, but it is very good to see this fixed because it's one thing when one player can't craft them. It'd be another if all four players can't. Fix an issue that prompted players to install Save the World every time they launch Fortnite, even if they already had it installed. Finally, it's awesome. I mean, none of these bugs are like anything insane. I mean, I guess if there's some major improvements for the third rail, that's good. Fixes for the whatever prevented crafting tracks and deliver the bomb, that's also good. Fix the install save the world thing every time. Like those are some good changes. I mean, of course, so is this trap vulnerable one too. But overall, I mean, there's still a lot more issues with this game that should be looked at and or fixed. And I just noticed there is not a space here. Those are not spaced. Awesome. There is one other thing actually. I don't have it pulled up, but I'll probably add something in editing. But apparently, Miss Bunny Penny, the Easter version of the constructor Penny from Save the World, is becoming a battle royale skin. I don't actually know enough about this. I just saw like an image of it by accident today.